I'm with Brad Rourke, CEO of Scottie Resources. Scottie's had a busy 2025, lots of news flow so far in the first half of 2025, and it looks like they're actually just getting started. So, big announcement a couple of days ago. A new investor has come into Scottie, $6 million investment in the company, and a new construction loan. Brad's going to tell us all about this, including a new offtake agreement. Brad, how are you?
Oh, I'm well, thank you, Robert. Been busy, but yeah, happy to be here with you, and thanks for your time.
All right, let's talk about this news release with an investor from the UK, $6 million investment in Scottie, including a loan. So tell us about that.
Okay, so yes, we've got from a metals trader offtaker, Ocean Partners, that got released on Monday. A $6 million equity investment into the company. And then with that comes a $25 million US loan facility. Now, that's geared to the last mile of our project here. So meaning, you know, everything goes right. We're running as hard as we can. If we can get our ore to market in 2028, this should show the investors that, you know, it's always wondering, can you get these things built? They've stepped up, really good terms, and terms that there's no ticking clock on right now. There's no debt spiral. It was we took a lot of time into negotiating these things, because you've seen debt can be a problem for companies. So we think it shows validity of the project. They're there. We're not bound to that deal, but it is there for us. So it just shows the market this is going to get built. And this represents, in our kind of world, to be, you know, at least, you know, 50% of the project need for the total project ever, right? And so that's it's quite a big number for us, because our capex on this is, and we're still working on that. I'm going to have a PEA out, and then we can actually say real numbers. But if, you know, for the sophisticated or the people in the know, the numbers are all out there. You can plug them in there, and you can see. You know, the possibilities of this. This is going to happen, and with that 25 million US loan, should just give people confidence that there's only a little gap in between here and that time for us to move as quick as we can. And yeah, we feel comfortable. You know, we announced the financing today, because the exchange made me announce the new partnership, and then wouldn't let me price just how the rules are. They felt that it was too material, let the market digest. So we priced it this morning. You saw that. And then, yeah, my emails are good. We're you know, that other $6 million, we're going to do some conversions into charity flow through and stuff. Yeah, I don't think it's going to, we'll be fine. It's still a lot of hard work, but we've got a lot of orders coming in right now. And so we're feeling good. It's a hard work, but we're feeling pretty good about it. Yeah.
So with Ocean Partners, they're a trading group out of the UK, and they do lots of deals like this. I've seen quite a few over the years. So they're going to be the largest shareholder of Scottie now. Is that correct?
That's right. Yeah. Previously, Kevin Jennings, who's done all our modeling, financial modeling on this, has been our largest shareholder. And these guys, yeah, they'll surpass him. They'll be close at this stage, but I think Ocean Partners will be a little bit ahead of Kevin as our largest partner. So they're both over 10%. I'll have to work out the numbers now with the dilution, and you know, percentages are going to change. But yeah, the two of them will be pretty equal. But I think Ocean Partners will be a little bit ahead of them. And yeah.
So the loan agreement, 25 million, that's a lot of money. That's not going to come into your treasury straight away. So can you tell us a little more about the terms of that, the timing of that agreement?
Sure. So it's kind of geared to the last mile, 6 months before we go into production. So we could draw down on that in 2027, you know, at the end of 2027, perhaps. What's nice about it is I'm not bound to it. So as this thing moves along, we've got wiggle room, whether we want to look at streams. I mean, there's other alternative sources of financing that we are still open to us, where mobile equipment financing, when we get to that stage. But just to know that safety net's there, and the interest rate's very reasonable. I mean, I've done real estate development into, at way higher prices than what they're offering to us. So we think it's a fair deal. We're not bound to it, but it just should give confidence that this is going to go further ahead. And it'll be really exciting. And once you get that PEA out, we can really show the numbers, because the CapEx on this is quite small compared to the prize at the end. So
great. One of the main catalysts that I always saw coming for Scottie was the prospect of doing a bulk sample. Have you made any progress towards a bulk sample permit?
Yeah, we've submitted an application for that a long time ago. Now we've had agreement from the First Nations partners. That's great. There's no hiccups. I believe I get it this week. So we'll see. We don't see any hiccups. We've been working on it for a long time. I do believe I should, by the end of the week now, maybe next week, it's the government, but I mean, we're in the final mile there. And, it'll be a 10,000 ton bulk sample. We know where we're going to take it from. We've already got the contractors lined up to mine it. Remember, we have Sean Massey now as our COO, mining extraordinaire. He's like, I can mine that in 2 weeks because it's right on surface. So it's very, very.
That's at the Scottie gold mine?
It's going to come out of that. Actually, it's funny. One thing we don't talk about at Scottie is the Ben vein, right? And so we got Scottie, got Blueberry, and then we have this Ben vein. And we're going for the ease of ore. Now, Ben veins, same characteristics, peritite pyrite, same sort of, and it's a smaller little resource there. But because it's right on surface, it's the ease of access. So we think that we can, we'll do that 10,000 tons. Let's just arm wave here, but I've always been conservative. We probably get 4,000 tons of ore out of that. And we anticipate that Ben vein right on surface is going to give us 18 grams on that. So we're doing it for financial reasons rather than, and then there's other things we can do. So we just sent an 800 kilogram sample to South Africa on the ore sorting, but we might be able to do a full scale ore sorting exercise on this ore. So it's a good possibility that we get this done this season. And we'll just there'll be lots of news here in the next little bit, but we anticipate we get that permit in days.
All right. I just did a quick calculation in my head on the 3,500 tons of ore at 18 grams. So basically a little more than a half ounce. I think the viewers can do that calculation as well. So I'll be looking forward to see that permit news, Brad, and also the plans to actually mine that bulk sample. I think that'll be a great piece of news for shareholders to digest. And then I guess the next topic, which is the big one, you announced the $16 million financing. What is the use of proceeds for that financing?
Sure. So a lot of this money. So we put out that MRE a couple 3 months ago. One of the tasks we want to really run as fast as we can to get the open pit material to an indicated level. And so that's a big part of the program. And then a lot of it's permitting, right? In order for us, if we want to go and be able to sell ore in 2028, it's all a permitting thing. So a lot of that money goes into the regulations that you have to do, baseline water studies, things that you just can't put off to next year. So we decided we're doing it. So a lot of that money being permitting, and then of course, drilling off the open pit. We certainly are going to do a little bit of exploration, but we really just want to get that open pit ore ready so we can monetize that and then go on to the blue sky from there. That's the strategy we're going to go with it as it is right now.
Just curious, because I like exploration. What are some of your targets that you're going to test this year?
Well, it was really exciting for us is, we drilled for the first time from the south to the north at the Scottie gold mine because we're getting backed up on the M zone, and we hit a brand new zone, totally blind. We called it the Wolf Zone. It's kind of 6.8 grams over 6 meters or something like that. But it's the only hole we ever put through there. Very similar to the M zone, P zone, O zone. So that is a high value target for us. Only 120 meters from development right now. So that pad we left up. So yeah, that'll be one of the exploration targets for pure exploration. There's so much more to add at Scottie. With our resource, you know, we didn't get the credit that we believed that should have been there for Scottie. We're not arguing the rules, but you know, because it produced a 0.5 ounce per ton in the past, and we had this historic drill base database, we got no credit for the past drilling because there was no core to look at, even though it produced ore. So I was like, well, it produced ore, you got to give us some credit for these holes. They did not. So we can add a lot of ounces at Scottie. We know how to, now that we picked the lane on how things will be minded, we know how to drill it. Like, we're going to drill it in a different way than we have been in the past, especially at Blueberry. We're drilling these holes to hit the cross-cutting veins and the lithological contact. Now that we've known how we're going to do it, we're going to drill it completely different to bring that to indicated. And we're not too worried. Just another question that you didn't ask. Usually you can lose ounces when you go from inferred to indicated.
Mhm.
But we're not too concerned about that right now. We actually don't think we're going to lose ounces at all. And a little bit as we bring that open pit to indicated, we're also going to keep those holes going down, because most of our resource is still very shallow. We just never spent the money to go deep, although we have all the smoke in the world with great results. To Blueberry could go on for its mesothermal system. I mean, we've gone as far as 500 meters hitting the structure still. There's nothing suggesting that things are ending. So, you know, get that open pit to indicated. There'll be some exploration under that open pit for sure. And then in around the Scottie. No real wildcatting this year. Let's get the permitting done. Let's get that ore ready to sell. Yeah.
So once you close the financing, do you mobilize the rig and the crew to site?
I've got 3 drills turning right now. I just haven't been able. So I've been really quiet on news. Just this offtake deal, it was a lot of work, and you don't want to, wing. You just didn't want to give information out. I have 3 drills turning out, so we'll put an official news release out, with the drills turning. But no, there's three drill rigs already been turning for a week.
Yeah. Okay, so once the 2025 program is completed, do you advance to a new resource update in 2026?
Absolutely. Yeah. There'll be an updated MRE going in, feasibility type studies right now. Everything we're doing is geared for that. Yeah, absolutely. We'll update the MRE as, I'll do 20,000 meters plus this year for sure. And it should help out with that MRE. Yeah.
Brad Rourke, Scottie Resources, thank you so much.
Thank you, Robert.